Okay, so in this episode, I think I'm gonna try to get to level 27, rune crafting. I don't think my sister ever would have done that stuff. My sister that's in the military, but my mom, it's most likely she would, because she's nuts. I mean, really nuts. My sister's not really nuts, but my mom is, so it wouldn't surprise me. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to mention that in the last video, I sort of explained something about my dog. I mean, if you watched the last episode, he sort of jumped as soon as like I don't know, he woke up and jumped and like acted like someone was beating on him and stuff. And I don't even do that type of stuff. I don't get mad unless someone pushes me to that point, and he doesn't push me to that point, trust me. You gotta really push me. You gotta keep pushing me around. Like my mom does it, and I start yelling at her and telling her to knock it off and stuff, but she keeps pushing me around. It's like, what are you supposed to do? And she'll start treating me like really bad. So, I mean, what are you supposed to do about that, you know? And then she'll act like it's my fault when it ain't really my fault. She just treats me really bad. And she had, when I was growing up, she was in and out of relationships so many times. I swear, there's more relationships than I can even count on fingers and toes. That's how many relationships she was in. Whoops, I grabbed too many of those. Yeah, she was more fingers than toes, and you know, this is before I even turned 18. So, and she just got out of another relationship not too long ago. She's almost 60 something, or close to 60. So you know, that's crazy. Like, still trying to date, knowing that she literally goes through a boyfriend every year. I mean, it's crazy, man. Or sometimes even two or three. So yeah, I mean, it's nuts. I can't really picture that because I haven't even dated since I was 13, so I don't really do that much dating. So it's not just, it's just I just didn't want to like actually have a kid because I never had a job. So I don't feel like I should have a kid if I can't support the kid, you know, or be in a relationship where I can't support the woman. So why should I be in a relationship with a girl that I can't even support, you know? That's the reason why I'm trying to start this YouTube stuff and maybe make a career out of it. I don't know. But anyways, I think I just leveled up, didn't I? Yeah. So I am close to getting 27. I am sorry about going on a tangent about that for 2 episodes, but I just don't really know who else to tell about this stuff. If I tell my doctor, he seems like every time I tell my psychiatrist, he looks at me like I'm nuts and like he acts like I'm crazy and stuff. And he acts like I'm the crazy one. And it's like, I'm not the crazy one, man. Trust me, I'm not the crazy one. Believe me, I'm not. Like, he'll tell me that I'm delusional and stuff and, like, say I'm seeing spacemen or some shit. I never even heard of that. Like, I never said anything about spacemen, but he says I see spacemen. Never even told him anything like that, but he says I see him, so I guess I see spacemen. I never told him that. So I don't have multiple personality disorder either, so I'm always the same person. I do sleep talk and like sleepwalk. I don't know, like it's because I get really stressed out. I've looked that up. If you get really stressed out, you sleep talk and sleepwalk, and yeah, I get really stressed. I'm actually starting to lose my hair because of how much stress I've been through. I can't even grow a proper beard anymore. Like there for a while, I actually was less stressed out, but my mom wasn't coming around. She was leaving me alone for a long time, and then she started coming around again, and it's just like started stressing me out so dang bad, man. She has no idea how bad she stressed me out, man. But yeah. Okay, so if you don't believe me about my mom being nuts, okay, every time I tell her to clean up her mess, she throws a hissy fit. She throws a hissy fit. And she tells me it's my mess. She would come to my apartment, dirty up my whole entire apartment, and then say it's my mess, and then take off. And, you know, it's just like, yeah, I'll clean up my own mess, but I'm not going to constantly clean up your mess and you blame it on me. I can take care of myself, you know, I ain't got any issue with that, but why should I have to take care of you at the same time? I'm not, I'm just not doing it, you know? I'm not doing that. It's no. She's not even like to the point where like she physically needs help. So I mean, if it'd be understandable if she physically needed help, I'd be more considerate and more, you know. But she's not at that point. Trust me, she's far from it. She's completely capable of taking care of herself. There's level 17. Another thing that aggravates me is when I tell her to clean up her own mess, she gets mad about it, but she'll go and clean up my sister's whole entire apartment and not have a single issue with it. Just so that way my sister doesn't get in trouble with the staff out here or whatever. I live in an apartment complex, and yeah, they come and do inspections every like month or two. So yeah, it's sort of weird. And another thing that aggravates me is if I ask for something, she throws a hissy fit about it. Like I remember I had to beg for my computer, my first computer, and I had to beg for anything like electronic wise. But if my sister ever asked for anything, she'd go out of her way to do it. She's already blew like 60 something $1,000 on my sister, while like at the same time she's blew a lot of money on me, but like not even close to what my sister spent. And I've gave her like I've helped her out, so you know, and you know I actually sit there and help her, so my sister's never done anything to help her. She just takes and walks all over her, and she just lets it happen. It's sort of sad, you know. No, I give my dog hugs and kisses all the time. I wouldn't ever kick him or anything. I think she told me that my sister's boyfriend kicked him, but like why would you tell me that, like you're proud of it, you know? And then she would say she didn't feel guilty about it like at all. She would just sit there and say it's like normal, like, you know, like, oh, you know, I kicked her, you know, kicking a dog is normal, you know. She acted like it was normal. And it wasn't, you know. It's not normal. That's not an everyday thing. You don't see people kicking dogs all the time. That's the way she treated it, like it was normal. Okay, so here is level 18. I mean, if you guys could, like, could you leave a comment? Like, do you guys actually go through that type of stuff? Like, is your parents like that, or like family members like that in your guys' family? Because like, I have a few family members that are pretty nuts. I'm not gonna lie. My dad's nuts, but he's not as nuts as my mom. My mom's just flat out insane. I'm just saying. And I had to live with her for almost 18 years. And she always treated my dad like he was the bad guy. The only thing I can say that was wrong with my dad, he was on drugs. You know, that doesn't really make a man bad, to be honest with you. So unless you're stealing or something, that's what makes a man bad. If you're like stealing to get by and stuff like that. He is a bum though. I'm not gonna. He came like when I was living with him. I only lived with him for like a year, like 6 months or something. But he started coming to my room and asking for me for like hundreds of dollars. And I was like, dude, I ain't gonna keep giving you $100 every time you come and ask. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie, I quit smoking pot like 8 years ago, but you know, they always treated me like I was really bad for doing that. Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes just for smoking a little bit of pot on the weekends and partying a little bit on the weekends. That's basically all I did was party on the weekends and have a little bit of fun. And she treated me really bad because of that. And the thing is if you look at any high school kid nowadays, that's a normal thing. You know, partying is a normal thing for a high school kid. It really is. It's not like it's unnormal. She acted like it was unnormal, like, you know, like taboo type stuff. And no, I'm not saying everybody parties when they're in high school. You know, I knew a lot of people that were, you know, straight going person, never did any of that type of stuff. But you know, the only thing I really did was smoke weed, and everybody picked on me about it. But I don't really care. You know, it doesn't make a person. I quit that stuff 8 years ago, so I don't even have the urge to do it anymore. To be honest with you. Like I did for like a month, but I just completely got over it after that month. It's just weed, you know. Anyways, there is level 19. I am getting closer to level 27, so after I get to level 27, I think what I'm going to do is either get 60 defense or 75 woodcutting. I'm not sure quite yet. I know that I didn't record a lot of the levels for woodcutting. It was because I was actually sick and I just didn't want to talk, and my mom was coming over a lot and I just didn't want to make videos. It was just too stressful at the time. So I did make a few videos, but I was making like League of Legends videos, and that was basically it. And no, I'm not like the other League of Legends players. There for a while, I do get mad every now and then, but like I don't like flat out do that every single game. I knew some people out there that literally just nonstop yell at people every single game. I don't really do that all the time. It's only when someone starts like getting really mouthy with me, I start mouthing back, and sometimes they mute me for that, and it's just like, what are you supposed to do? I don't sit there and let someone push me around, man. It's just not it's not my thing. I let people walk on me way too much when I was growing up, and it just got to the point where I just quit letting it happen. Oh, I think there's another guy actually training rune crafting right now. Yeah. Oh wow. Is he talking? No. I was gonna say, that's interesting. You don't see very many people training that skill in free to play, so I will end up getting triple air runes for level 22, I think. Yeah. Every 10 levels you get another upgrade to your air runes, although it's not really that great of an upgrade. I'm sitting at 2,500 air runes though, so yeah. Okay, so here is level 20. Another thing that bothered me when I was growing up is your parents treating you like you're a serial killer when you play video games. I mean, like, I don't know if your parents ever treated you guys like that, but like if you played video games in my family, it seems like it was really taboo. Like they didn't like that too much. My family was nothing but workaholics and stuff. So I didn't really understand that. Like I wasn't really that motivated to actually go and work a 9 to 5. Especially when my feet started getting really bad to the point where like I could barely walk around and stuff. So yeah, I mean like I guess it sounds like I'm complaining, but like when you have problems standing for more than 15 minutes, and it's not because like I'm fat or anything, I'm actually not really that overweight. It's just because like I think what I did was when I was growing up, I played a lot of basketball and I really messed up my ankles. Like I'd fall a lot and trip and like just got to the point where like I hurt my ankles so dang bad to the point where like it made my muscles so tight that I have a plantar fasciitis or some crap is what the I don't even know what the doctor was saying it was, but yeah, it's some weird name. It's where your muscles like pull upwards or something. And, they gave me this boot that I wear. You gotta wear at night, but it doesn't really do anything to be honest with you. Like I put it on like 10 nights in a row and it just like hurts really, really bad. And then I wake up and I still have like, I can't walk on my heel type stuff. So I don't really know what ended up happening. I think I twisted my ankle really badly. I don't really know. I know that I have hurt myself a few times where I couldn't walk for a couple weeks at a time. So, and I don't know. I don't really, oops, I forgot to grab an energy potion. I don't really know what happened there, but yeah. I also had really bad insomnia when I was growing up, and like I said, I was always stressed out real bad. So, I mean, I know I'm telling you guys my life story, but like I just want to show you guys I'm not like the type of person that makes YouTube videos and not tell you who I actually am. There's people out there that do that. I'm open about myself. I don't really care, you know. There's people out there that don't really tell you who they actually are and stuff. I'm completely 100% honest with who I am, you know. It's just who I am. Oh, and I'm 6 foot tall and I'm like 200, I average around 220 to 230 pounds. So, I mean, like, I'm not overweight, but I am overweight. I'm like 60 pounds overweight, but that's not like real bad. There's people out there that are way worse than me. Trust me. I mean, I'm just like borderline, I'm borderline obese, not like, or no, actually, I think I'm overweight, but like not, I don't know. I don't know what the doctor said I was. I'm not real bad, but like my uh, what do you call it? Crap, my cholesterol was real bad. I drank a lot of pop when I was growing up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like that one dude. I didn't even really know about him until like recently, but I guess there was a guy on YouTube, Asmund Gold or something. He drinks nothing but pop and like eats really badly. I'm a little bit like that. I don't really eat healthy food and stuff, and I'm not really overweight, but like that's because I don't eat all the time. I just eat unhealthy, and I don't eat all the time. I don't really like gouge in food. I'm not that type of person, but I do eat unhealthy, and I drink a lot of soda. So and then like I'll go months without like drinking it at all. I've done that too. So I don't know. That's just the type of person I am. Anyways, here is level 21. I'm getting closer to level 27. I guess I'll stop boring you guys with like the talk or whatever, but just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself so that way you guys don't sit in the dark. And I'm not like the type of person that hides my personality. I do get angry a little bit easily, but I'm not like real bad unless you keep pushing me around. But yeah, I'm not real bad about it. My grandpa was the same way though. He got angry real easily. I mean, if someone's sitting there constantly bugging you and stuff, it's kind of hard not to. For those who are wondering, yes, I do cuss. So if you don't like cuss words, I'm sorry. I'm not here to please you. So I will say cuss words when I want to say cuss words. I'm just not like constantly saying them. It just slips when I do say them. So I'm sorry if you don't like that. I mean, I will be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna like censor myself every time I cuss. And I'm not the type of person that hides that. I do cuss. It's normal. People cuss. You guys act like it's not normal. I know a lot of people that cuss. It's normal. It's just not normal to say it every sentence. That's the only difference. I remember when I was growing up, I was like always taught never to cuss. I don't even think I said the first cuss word until I was like 13. Like I was like paranoid. Like you know when you first say your first cuss. Well, I don't even know if people are like that, but when I said my first cuss word, I was like looking around the room, like checking to make sure like no cops were around type thing. Like actually saying my first cuss word without asking what the actual word meant or anything. I've asked like what the word meant and got my ass beat a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie. But I just learned not to ask questions in my family when I did that. I have to say this though, I was brought up as a Catholic. That's the reason why my family acts like that. But like they're really too religious if that's the way their religion is. I don't understand the religion to be honest with you. That's way too like I don't know. That's weird. Like there ain't nothing wrong with correcting your kid, not telling them not to say that type of stuff. I understand that, but like the way they did it though, they took it a little bit too far. And then like talking about sex and anything related, like anything that was taboo, they like act really mean about it and stuff. Actually, my mom still does that, even like to this day. Like I've talked about sex a couple of times to her, and like I never actually talked about sex growing up my whole entire life. I completely avoided it because I knew she'd act like that. But I talked about it recently to her, and I was like, as a full grown adult, I was acting like, it's normal. She still acted like it was taboo after showing me that she dated like 30 men and like flat out having sex right in front of me. She still I don't understand that, man. I really don't. I know that you guys are gonna say, well, this should be a kids friendly channel, but it's my channel. Sorry. I don't really care. I'm sort of leaning towards an adult type channel. Not like 100% adult channel, but more teenager oriented or above. Let's say that. More adult oriented. Let's see. I'm 22 rune crafting. I think I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I'm sorry about going on a tangent again, but like I said, I just wanted to explain a few things like my life and stuff. And I don't know. I don't know if anybody else had it rough growing up because I sort of did. I'm not trying to make you guys feel guilty and stuff, but it's just I don't really ask for anything out of it. It's just, it's just the way my life was, Life sucks sometimes. My life wasn't horrible though. I can't say like I had it real rough. There's other people that lived way worse than me. I know that for a fact, but it wasn't always perfect. Let's just put it like that. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Goodbye.